Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video here on my channel, and today I'm in the newest snapshot and I'm going to show you some build hacks that you can do with the new blocks that came out. Let's go! So before we get into the build hacks, I just want to quickly show you the blocks that were added. First of all, we have the Sculk, which you probably know already. It's the blocks that spawn in the deep dark together with the warden and all that stuff. Now I'm not going into detail on how these blocks work. It's just going to be things that you can build with them. Then next up we have the mud, which is this block here, and you can make packed mud out of it and then get bricks, stairs and slabs, which have a really nice color. And there's also these propagules, which you can use to get the mangrove trees, which we'll look at them later. Then we also have frogs and tadpoles. Now they don't have many blocks except for these frog lights. Each type of frog drops a different version when killing magma cubes, I think. So we've got these ochre ones, the verdant and the pearlescent frog light. And for the last one, the mangrove. Of course, we have the logs, planks and all that stuff, fences, pressure plate size doors. And there are also the roots, look like this, and muddy roots, look like this, as well as the leaves. All have new textures, and I think there's even a boat, which I forgot to put here. So these are all the blocks. Let's see what we can do with them. So here we are. I have prepared some ideas and we're just gonna go through them. I'll tell you something about that. First of all, this one is kind of cool. It's supposed to be like a magic cauldron or something like this, because the animation on the Sculk Shrieker here just looks like something is in there. I think officially it's supposed to be souls swirling around. So yeah, and you can also waterlog this, so you have more of like liquid in there. Then next up is this really cool like painting of a galaxy or Milky Way or whatever. It's just blocks of Sculk inside the wall. And then I used buttons for the planets. We also have the new mangrove button here, because it's like this red and we don't really have that in buttons. And yeah, just a frame out of spruce trapdoors. And then for a bit more detail, I can replace some blocks, some Sculk blocks in the wall with, I use gray glazed terracotta here, and then just place the veins on top so it keeps that color. But you also have something in the background like asteroids or something. Can also use the Sculk to make a simple carpet like this. Full blocks underneath, veins on top. Can also extend it a bit if you want to. Or you could have completely different colors underneath it. In this case it will be birch underneath, but you can try it out with some other, maybe wool colors. That can also work. But it's a pretty nice carpet for maybe like some kind of disco or bar, where this could be really cool. It also has the glowing animation here. So next up, if you have a city or something, you can use the Sculk and the Sculk veins to represent like garbage or just dirt lying on the ground, maybe coming out of a pipe like this. And I also added some glow lichen, but it looks really cool. And then this last one with the Sculk, I think it makes a really nice background for some kind of laboratory or something, especially in combination with stone, copper and yellow and black. Really makes it fit together. And for the bottom part, the Sculk catalyst and then normal Sculk blocks on top for the wall. Exactly. Then let's move on to the mud. This is the normal one, and it has like a really nice gray tone that you can use for a street. And then same thing here, just combined with these muddy mangrove roots. You can have a dirty street, and maybe there's a mud puddle here and someone drove through it. You get these lines here. Also, bit of detail in the street. And here I have two combinations, block combinations for the mud. With the normal mud, it works really well with like gray concrete. Or you could even go with cyan terracotta if you want to have it a little bit more light. And you could also mix in basalt. I tried that. But for if you just want to have two blocks, maybe with the street, you could replace it to a ram pattern of mud and gray concrete. And with the packed mud, obviously in combination with the bricks, because they're the same material. But what really works here is the brown mushroom, which is just basically a smooth version of the packed mud, which also works really well. And next up, we have this big modern fireplace with this accent using mud brick walls and mud bricks in the back here, and they work really well with this the deep slate tiles, for example, also the white quartz, and it looks really nice. Just a modern fireplace here. Yeah. And last but not least, dead trees can finally have leaves. Just use mangrove roots as dead leaves, and it works very well together with like the acacia wood. And you can also place the muddy mangrove roots in the ground for leaves that have fallen down. Combine it with the roots, you get like these holes in the ground, but it doesn't really matter. It still looks very nice. Now you might have noticed that I left out the all of the new wood blocks, but if you want to see a second part of this with build hacks for all of this new wood color, let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to do one as well. But for now, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.